birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Hello again, Spirit Sippers and Whiskey Whippers. Wun Wun here again, and today we got a special one. Today it's all about a tale of cake.
Let them eat cake.
Oh, this is a special Glenmorangie limited edition. They came out with this one. I guess Dr. Bill had a real nuance for cake, or a real soft spot in his heart for cake. He thought back on the days of when his daughter made him a pineapple upside down cake and cooking and baking with his grandma. So he went back and decided to make a whiskey kind of based on that. I am super excited to taste this one. You guys already know I love the sweeter whiskeys, and what could be a sweeter whiskey than a tale of cake? Let's get it.
That sounds good.
Oh man, look, just look at this bottle. How cool is this? It just looks like a party in a bottle, doesn't it? Got the cool colors, got the cake-like icing looking all around it. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this one. Limited edition, Glenmorangie. You already know Glenmorangie and Glendronach are my two favorite distilleries, so I have yet to find a Glendronach or a Glenmorangie that I'm not a fan of. I don't think this one's going to be any different. Let's get it. Decent little pop. Let's get it in a glass. Poured a little heavy on that one because I am excited and want to get plenty of taste testing on this one. Oh, Glenmorangie, a tale of cake. I'm so excited for this. Oh, this one is, what is this? 46% ABV, so you already know, 92%, or 92 proof, just pretty much the perfect alcohol by volume. Definitely one of my favorites. Oh, that just smells. It kind of has a little bit of the Glenmorangie Quinta Rubin smell. Oh man, these are finished off in Tokaji dessert wine casks. So, it is definitely, you can tell the sweet wine influence on this. It smells a little bit like that Malaga wine finish. It's very sweet. I'm definitely getting a little bit of citrus on the back end there. Oh man, but it is mixed in with vanilla. I don't know if that's just the power of suggestion, but I am starting to get some cake-like smells out of some cake-like aromas out of this. Oh, that could be some allspice. Definitely a little bit of that pineapple influence. Oh, could maybe even be talked into a little bit of banana. This is, it is like a kind of a fruit cake, like a really sweet fruit, like sweet fruity baked goods. This is supposed to pair really well with cake. Actually, believe it or not, it's my birthday today, so I actually have a little bit of cake. We might have to taste this with us. If that's what it's supposed to be paired with, we might just have to get into it. Oh, just sweetness, honey, vanilla, grapes, just some light citrus on the back end of that. A little bit of like an overripe banana. Some of those rums get a little bit of that smell on there, like overripe bananas. Oh man, that smells really good. I want to let it air out in the glass for a little bit, but I'm so excited to get into this one. Glenmorangie, a tale of cake. Let's get it. Let's see just how good this cake is. Slangeva. It's got a nice long finish. It's not as sweet as I thought it'd be, but it definitely has a nice long finish. It's still going. And it's like cinnamon. It's almost a little hot, but not like jalapeno hot, like cinnamon hot's hot. And the finish is still going. That is a long finish. But yeah, it's not quite, I thought it was going to be a lot sweeter over the palate, but it's not as sweet as I thought it'd be. Again, it's more like a cinnamon baked good now instead of like a fruity sweet one like it was on the nose. On the taste, it's more like a cinnamon baked good. There's almost a little bit of a minty note right when it hits your lips. Like a minty cinnamon note. Yeah, that's weird. I was not expecting that. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was going to be more of a sweeter, fruitier note. But it's not. It's more of a baked good, spicy, kind of cinnamon flavor. Well, that is interesting. And it is a long finish. That like minty spearmint kind of flavor or feeling is kind of still dancing on the tip of my tongue. And a little cinnamon flavor, like that cinnamon kind of feeling going up through the chest, a little tickle. That's nice. And it's not as sweet, so if you're worried about this just being too over-the-top sweet, you're not into sweet whiskeys, This one's nowhere near as sweet as I thought it'd be. It's not even as sweet as the Malaga cask. So yeah, it's not. Maybe that's why it pairs so well with cake, because it's not super sweet. It's more to those spicy baked goods spices in there. That is interesting. Let's see how it fares over some water. 2 drops. See if we can't break open some of those oils, release some of those extra flavors and aromas. This, I have to admit, is a lot different than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, definitely just a little bit spicier than I thought it was going to be. And not, again, not like jalapeno spice, but more of that just cinnamon red hot spice. Which is nice. I mean, it's a nice, like a spicy Cinnabon. It's sweet. It's not so fruity with the water in it. Now it's more of a, I mean, if any of the fruits are still there, it's more of that overripe banana. Again, which kind of happens with some of those rums that get going. Almost like that super overripe banana. And then the cinnamon. And there's another smell. It's almost like I don't say like alcohol, of course that, but I guess it's almost like I said, it's like some of those rums I get that smell on there. It's like that overripe banana and something else interacting that, I mean, it's just teetering on the verge of unpleasant, but with that wine cask in there, because on the very back end you get the wine smells and it like sweetens it back up and walks it back. This is a complex whiskey. I mean, every time you go back, you're smelling something different. But I think I've smelled more rums that smell like this than whiskeys. That's super interesting. Let's see how it tastes with the water in it. Cheers. It takes away a lot of the flavors with the water. The water kind of wipes this one out a little bit. And strangely enough, it doesn't wash it out, like water it down. It just kind of tamps down all those flavors, and there's just like more like sucking on a cinnamon stick almost. But it's not that cinnamony, but it's not that big of a burst of cinnamon flavor, but it is kind of leaning in that direction, just kind of a spicy cinnamon malt note with the water. I think this one's definitely better neat so far. It took away all those flavors, and it just has like this like spicy cinnamon note now. Like that's all that's kind of left. Let's see how it fares over a little bit of ice. Yeah, this one's $124.99 plus tax, so not the cheapest Glenmorangie, but Glenmorangie. But it is complex. It is tasty. There's no age statement on it. It is non-chill filtered. I mean, neat. Every time you went back, it was different. With the water, it definitely tamped it down and just tasted like a cinnamon, like a spicy cinnamon stick. This one on the nose is like almost like a pineapple or blueberry snow cone. It smells kind of like a fruity snow cone. Let's see how it tastes. Prost. A little bit salty, kind of like what the ice does. It kind of brings out more of those barrel notes to me. A little bit salty, a little bit more of that wine-influenced barrel note. And yeah, a little bit of citrus. Kind of a little bit more of the citrus came out over the ice. Yeah, this one I definitely enjoyed neat the best. I wouldn't worry about putting a little water on it. It's right there at 92 proof, so that's basically the perfect proof. At least for me it is. I seem to like that one the most. Oh, it's just so sweet and fruity and cinnamon and baked goods and allspice. And yeah, this one's so complex and so much better without any water in it. I'd highly suggest this one neat. Scale of 1 to 10, I think I'd have to give this one, I'd give this one a good solid 8.7 because neat, it is really good. It's really complex. I mean, it's got a nice long finish, perfect little tickle, and just like super complex. Every time you go back to nose it, you're getting something a little bit different out of it, and the taste is perfect. And I think, not perfect, but the taste is great, and I think it's going to get even better over time as a little bit more air gets on it and it opens up a little bit. So yeah, all in all, not too shabby with the old cake. I've been waiting for this one for quite a while, and I'm glad I finally got to crack it open and taste it. So that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you are, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want, go ahead and subscribe. I know I got all kinds of different crazy things coming, so watch the ones you like, skip over the ones that don't interest you as much, and just keep coming back and enjoying the videos. So I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic rest of the week, and until we see you next time, goodbye. I almost forgot. This is supposed to be paired with cake, so we have to pair it with a little cake. Now, I don't have the pineapple upside down cake, but what I do have is a little red velvet cake. Let's give it a taste. Delicious. And to wash it down. Cheers. I gotta admit, that's pretty damn good. Man, that pairs excellent.